Let's talk about content replication. I just finished practice and I'm getting the sun in my eyes, so I'm trying to not hit this damn guardrail. The content multiple uses is kind of important because once you've created something, it takes a lot of effort to make the next piece of content. And I'm going to go back to the young lady who really put a inspiration into me about her 160,000 words, 165,000 words finished over a year's worth of work, etc. Well, if you spend a year making content, you need to have as many people see that in as many different ways as possible. And not everybody likes to take their content in the same way. I have not picked up and read a book where I'm sitting quietly reading in a long time. And it's not because I don't like books, it's not because I don't like stories, it's because I've started with the Audible stuff. And I'm taking Audible everywhere I go in the car. So it's kind of rare that I'm riding around without a book going. So again, Houston traffic's a contact sport and it's 8 a.m. so everybody's trying to kill each other on Fridays. Typically, I'm going to consume my books and informational stuff over an audiobook in the form of like an MP3 on my phone, play it through the car or whatever. Or I'm going to learn something through YouTube. But I have different places I go for different kinds of content. And I might be able to produce a piece of content that I can use in multiple locations. So I got asked an extraneous question this morning about, you use your books in a lot of different places? And it was kind of like, well, yeah. So I started off with so I publish a book, and what if you don't read books in hard copy books? What if you only read it on a digital version? Now I've missed out on all those people who only read the books or consume their content in digital. Well, I've also missed out on myself because I prefer listening to my books on Audible. So if we're going to be driving around our day consuming our content like we like, I have to get in front of the people who could potentially be my readers. I can't just be selfish and produce content the way I like it or the way that's easiest for me. I have to produce my content for everybody who might be interested. And that includes everybody who consumes their content in physical book, ebook, text, audio, video, etc. And part of the conversation was one of the young ladies that we train with is a graphic artist, and she makes comic books. And I've got a book that I want to turn into a graphic novel, or put illustrations into as like a beautiful premium leather-bound kind of edition later kind of thing. So it's an idea right now, and I'm gathering information about it. But it's another form of the same piece of content. So if you've got a book and you put a bunch of pictures into it, and that book is going out as a black and white PDF, you're going to lose a lot of your resolution. Whereas if we make a special edition book and we commission, I don't know, 30 chapters, and there's 30 chapters, and we've got three, still a contact sport. If we do 30 chapters and we've got 3 illustrations per chapter, that's 90 images I gotta pony up for. Well, if each image is $100, 90 times 100 is how much? So now all of a sudden, you're no longer just cover art. Now you're sunk into a project for $10,000. And by the time you're finished with the initial art and paying off the cover and all that kind of happy stuff, you've dropped $10,000 in your book, and that's a chunk of change. So if I limit the ways that book is shared, I'm stuck. If I collect those illustrations and I make a beautiful hard copy, hardbound, leather-bound tome, and it's a beautiful, beautiful limited edition kind of thing that's sold only through the initial funding offer or something like that. Now all of a sudden, we take those images and we can turn them into additional content as a video site, and say, hey, this is in the limited edition book that you missed, ha ha ha. You know, whatever your take on it. But if we miss out on the customers, it's our fault as the person who's producing the content, as the person who's communicating. And that may just be an old person Doug thing, but one of the lessons that was pounded into my dumb little head was with a sledgehammer was, Lieutenant, it's up to you to communicate so that everybody else understands. You are the transmitter. You need to tune to their frequency. And I don't know if that was just a company or troop commander thing, that just they were a good company or troop commander. I don't think everybody got that same message, because I had a bunch of dumbasses with me in the Army. But when that's how you're taught, that you need to communicate so that everybody who's receiving understands, it changes your perspective on how you're going to deliver your content. So keep that in mind. If people don't read email, but they prefer a hard book, if people don't like digital books, but they like running them on video while they're doing something else in the background, I have to provide that form of communication to the people who desire it. I can't be the selfish jerk, or I'm going to get that selfish jerk kind of results. I need to put the effort in to take care of the people who may or may not be able to find me on the channels that I'm offering distribution. So naturally, the more channels of distribution, the greater your possible audience you can reach out and touch. Those folks who only take in their books in hard copy form are not going to give a crap that I produced a video out of the same content, because they're not going to find it. They don't look for it there. They don't look to find their science fiction as a video book. They're not going to care. Meanwhile, that customer, that potential customer who wants that book in a hard copy form that they can put on their bookshelf because they like having books around them, because they like having their books, that person is going to cherish that book because they put the emotional investment in acquiring the book, caring for the book, reading the book, and then storing the book. It's a different kind of commitment that you're getting out of that individual. And I'm not saying it's a higher commitment. It's a different kind of commitment. And if that's how somebody prefers to consume their content, I, as a content producer, need to provide it for them. So that's rant number 2 for the day. So I hope that helps people out. I'm kind of 5 pounds heavier than I was because I picked up sweat from everybody else. But anyway, y'all have a good day.